High temperatures are only adding to record demand on the power grid. ERCOT says we reached a peak of more than 79,000 megawatts yesterday, and it predicts demand will easily top that today. Cleo, I feel like we're blowing through these records.
Yes.
Right now, we're talking about the grid this morning. As of now, no calls to conserve.
No call to conserve, and we'll get into that in just a minute. Kara, this is really the reason why we've been keeping a very close eye on the supply and demand graph here from ERCOT. Remember that solid purple line. Solid purple is the committed capacity on the grid, and the solid turquoise line is the amount of power that we're using, the demand here. Right now, we're at about 51,000 megawatts. Not too bad. Remember, 1 megawatt can actually power 200 homes here in Texas. Now, we never want to see these two lines touch, and as you can see later in the day, they get a little close here, and that's been happening all week long. So can ERCOT's power grid actually hold up with the new record demand expected for today? Well, we spoke to a clean energy expert who told us there's a major cause for concern here, and that's because aging generators on the grid with planned maintenance are staying online to keep up with the demand, and that could actually lead to catastrophic failure later on.
You're taking your 50-plus-year-old car, not changing the oil and running it at 80, 90, 100 miles an hour every day. Like, something's going to break.
All right, so ERCOT said they are confident that nothing is going to quote unquote break. They issued 2 conservation notices last week, and they don't plan to issue any this week because of stronger winds and fewer thermal outages. Now, if you're new to North Texas, I really want you to know the difference between a local power outage and a grid outage. Now, that grid outage, ERCOT will definitely send out emergency email alerts. They're going to post everything on social media as well, and that will also affect the entire ERCOT region here, from north central Texas down to the south. Now, if you're dealing with a local outage, you won't get an alert, and this is very area specific. Also, this is time for you to reach out to your local utility company to go ahead and fix that problem. Kara, Mark, we haven't even hit July, or we haven't even hit August yet, so I'm really hoping we are staying away from those grid outages. I'll send it back to you.